Guys, it's Steph with DebtFreeSpain.com. We're back for another fantastic video here for our second June video, a little late in June. And we're basically going to do an end of June, early July video here since I just had my baby via C-section on June 2nd and have had some health issues coming back from that. And so I'm finally getting back on my feet again here and just really wanted to, I've been kind of following Pinterest even while I was off kind of on maternity leave here, and to be honest with you, right now we're going to be discussing about just kind of maintaining status quo. It's halfway through the year. We want to regroup. We want to see where we've come from at the beginning of the year. So now is going to be like our mid-year check-in. We're going to be looking at your yearly goals. Right now you should be at 50% of your yearly goals. And so I think mine had been to be at 20,000 followers by the end of the year. I had started out probably somewhere around, I'm thinking I was at like 14,000, I'm thinking, whenever we kind of started this group. And so I'm actually about 1,500 followers away from 2,000. So I'm hoping that in the second half of the year, obviously, to hit that. I had been hoping to hit it with my rate of follows that I had in the beginning of the year. I really thought that I'd be hitting it sooner than now. But as we've talked about, there have been some things that have really slowed down Pinterest in the last year. And so one of them has just been, just the way that everything, I'm just making sure that we're recording here. Okay, just the way that everything has been coming through the feeds has been different, and there's more people pinning. And so I think we're seeing less of, people are following more people, so they're seeing less of our content. In the beginning, they weren't following that many people, and so it was just very easy to get followers. And so while I'm still gaining followers, it's not as easy as it was in the beginning of the year. However, I still think that Pinterest should be in your top 3 social media sites that you should be working the most on. When we're talking about, this is from, I wanted to show this to you guys from the entrepreneur.com article that is actually an infographic from Search Engine Journal about the monthly active users on each of these platforms. You can see that Facebook is the most with like 1.15 billion, Google Plus with 359 million, Twitter with 215 million. I shouldn't say Google Plus. I mean, it is Google Plus, but it's Google as well. And then Instagram 150 million and Pinterest 20 million. So as you can see, although Pinterest doesn't have as many monthly active users as Facebook, the reach on Pinterest is still much larger than what Facebook is at this point. I'm currently getting about 49% of my traffic from Pinterest, and the rest, I'd say another 25% from direct visitors, and then and so on and so on. But I definitely am still forming most of my traffic around Pinterest and trying to get, and obviously still wanting to get involved with things like Instagram. But I'm finding that bringing page views is easiest with Pinterest. Getting people to come to my site is easier with Pinterest than it is with Instagram, obviously, because having a link in your Instagram isn't as easy when you're posting from your phone, and it's just more difficult. So I'm still finding that Pinterest is my #1 social media traffic source. So right now, like I said, today's July 1st. We're exactly pretty much halfway through the year. I want you to go back and start looking at your goals for the year, taking a look at how many followers you've gained in the first half of the year, and divide that into 2, and that should be your goal for the next 2 quarters. If you haven't been pinning religiously every day, which I have not been, I did one giveaway actually in June while I was off on maternity leave, and that was it. And at the end of school there, I was really ill with just swollen legs and high blood pressure, and so I wasn't able to pin daily and haven't been pinning daily for a solid month, but have been able to rely consistently on different things. And I also had a Pinterest pin go viral kind of, and it made my traffic go viral. I had about 10,000 visitors in a day and like 6,000 the next day. So for me, that is viral. That may not be for those of you that have more traffic than that, but you definitely want to be still focusing on Pinterest. So my goal for the second half of the year is to stay the course, to remain steady, to be continuing to try to meet my goals for the year, adjust where I need to, taking a look at, obviously my graphics to make sure that they are still, pin worthy, and also that my content is good. A couple of the last ones that I've done, I did do a Minecraft birthday party for my son here, where I got some ideas from different websites and blogs, and was able to, get that to get some nice repins. And then the other one I did was this weed killer one, do it yourself pet safe weed killer. And while that hasn't been super popular yet, I haven't promoted a whole lot. So I think once I start promoting that, it will definitely do better, because I've only had like 4. Okay, I did have 18 repins on that one. So you can see that, so that some of these things that I'm doing aren't always necessarily wonderful pinnable photos, but they're also hopefully good content that people are going to want to come back and visit. Some of my most highly visited content posts from Pinterest are my pet safe ice melt, believe it or not, goes crazy during the winter. And my other ones obviously are some free coloring pages. I have the do-it-yourself baby wipes, and they fluctuate. When I was doing the organized 35 days to an organized home series, then obviously that was at the top from Pinterest for weeks and weeks and weeks. But I'm finding that, sometimes even if I haven't, repinned my own post for a while, it'll gain a lot of traffic again. Like, it obviously gets a bunch of repins, and then people visit it, and then, it brings great traffic for me. And so even while I was off not posting really a single thing for over a month, I was still able to pay, make money and pay the blog bills and do fine with absolutely posting nothing for an entire month because of all my residual traffic from my Pinterest pins. So that's what I'm saying. Right now is that time of year where you want to stay steady, stay the course, recheck your goals, make sure that and I will find those files for you in the Facebook group, and hopefully that they'll still be in the files for you to be easily accessed. So what I want you to do is go back and, if you need to set another goal sheet, then make sure that you're doing that. Maybe redo your goal sheet for the second half of the year. And if it's not in here, I will make sure that, we have the seasonal editorial calendar. Oh, Pinterest marketing plan. That's what you want to go back and look at what you did in the first half of the year. And if you haven't done one, then you want to go ahead and start that. And if you feel like you maybe even need to redo that, you want to maybe change it for the second half of 2014, then you're going to want to check into that as well. So make sure, like I said, that you're setting goals, that you're revamping your goals for the second half of the year. Stay steady. If you haven't been pinning, get back into the habit of pinning. Make sure you're doing that as well. And you should be seeing a growth in your followers. If not, let me know in the group, and we definitely want to discuss that. So to make sure that everyone is still growing and still gaining followers. So hopefully you guys had a great first half of the year with Pinterest. Please share your stats in the group if you're willing to let us know how much you did gain. And I'm so glad that baby Jackson has been sleeping here in his carrier the whole time and did not cry during our video. So have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.